Hi, I'm Cynthia Schiller. Please like and subscribe where we help and heal one day at a time. I had just come across something on YouTube where it says that you never really felt like you had the narcissist. So that's why it kept it feeling brand new. The dynamics in relationships are really interesting because, we do go through that love bombing stage. In a sense, we feel like we had that person. But as soon as it starts like slipping away or we're not connecting, that's when we try harder. That's when we're investing. It's kind of like a thrill of a chase that we're kind of going through. We see what we want, and you always want what you can't have, even though we thought we had it, but we feel it slipping away. So we never had that connection grip that we kind of assumed that we had because of whether it's marriage vows or promises or things like that. So I thought it was a really good point because you know, uh, the thrill of the chase is half the excitement, not knowing where things are going and the anticipation. But this is what's going to happen with the narcissist is now that they're with a new supply. They're going to need that thrill of the chase. It's almost like both sides need it. We would be happier settling in like our comfort zone, but part of what caused that trauma bond is us trying and trying and trying and investing so much as opposed to settling in. So when you break that off, it's almost like you feel like you put $1 million into something instead of $20 and just enjoyed it. So we've invested all this. The narcissist, now that they're with the new supply, mine's getting married, there's going to come a time when that relationship is going to settle in to what it should be. But it's not going to be that. So the new supply is going to invest more. The narcissist is going to take advantage of it. The narcissist still has that need for that thrill of the chase. The new supply is doing the thrill of the chase. So the narcissist, that's when they're going to cheat because they need to feel that. They'll also mess with the new supply's head by pushing them away. So they get pulled back in, which isn't really the chase, but they want to be chased. Just to feed their adoration. There's a little difference in they need the adoration from the new supply, but they already have the new supply. So that's where the thrill of the chase comes outside the relationship, whether it's emotional cheating, physical cheating, because they already have that. So to spend time with the new supply or to love them the way they should, they'll never get that thrill of the chase. So that's why they often go outside, they get bored or they discard because they want that adrenaline rush. That's what kind of changes their brain chemistry, and it gives them something to do. It's almost like a purpose. They feel unsettled. They could invest purpose in other things, but they don't do it. If they do, it's for like adoration at work. So they might go above and beyond at work. They need like at work, they're pursuing an award, employee of the year, or compliments. But when they secure the supply, that's when things fall apart. So if they secure you through possibly getting you pregnant or through marriage or moving in together, a lot of times they can handle it for a little bit of time as long as nothing goes wrong. But as soon as there's something, it could be minute, it could be massive. A lot of times the massive ones, that's when you get the instant discard instead of the push pull over little things. But they just cause so much turmoil. And I just thought it was really interesting how we feel a certain way. And we've always been unsettled in these relationships. And in the beginning, we thought it was real. And if people are empathetic, they can work through things, they can understand what the other person is feeling and relate to it so they can change their actions. But if they don't care what the other person's going through or can't relate to it, they don't want to deal with it. It's overwhelming. It's something that they can't comprehend. And when I say that, it's because of their brain. Their brain won't allow them to. Plus, they get brain fog too because of everything they went through. Theirs has been since childhood. We've only been dealing it with our brain fog, our brain chemistry for however long you were in that relationship. So to stay in that relationship is going to mess you up even more. To try to understand it, you're only going to understand certain parts of it. If you try to make it better, that's us doing that thrill of the chase again. So we're giving them the exact opposite of what they want, because the thrill of the chase is exciting. So when we're working on things, they tend to run away. It's like a power balance, and that's why they need to remain in power, where if everything goes smooth, they're okay till they get bored. And they do get bored. That's why they have to stay busy. It's a weird dynamic with them, and personalities, and trying to mesh two different people from two different backgrounds. Even if you grew up in the same town, you had different parents, different experiences, different desires. But the narcissist is really unbalanced inside. And unfortunately, we gave them the exact opposite of what they wanted. If we would have just gone along, things would have possibly been better longer, but they don't like the settledness. So that's where they start messing things up, and destroying the relationship. They purposely destroy it to rebalance. And it's really sad, because we really did try. But the more we tried, the worse it got. If you guys can comment on that, because that's what's happened in all of my relationships. It was two. Make it sound like a lot. But the first one, like, I could always predict, like, things are going to go south. We're getting along. Canceled right before the wedding. We were engaged all that time, like a year and a half. 3 weeks before, it's like, whoa, we got to settle into something. They don't like boundaries, and in a sense, a marriage is a boundary. Some narcissists do get married just to make sure that the supply is there, but if they have enough confidence, I guess, to feel that they'll secure a new supply, they take advantage of who they're with. So rest assured, this new supply, they're going to go through the same cycles. The narcissists don't change. They don't want to. If they do try, their heart doesn't change. So they're going to still feel the desire to self-please, self-soothe. And if you notice, a lot of narcissists, whether it's porn or cheating or alcohol or drugs, or when they have a job, they get bored and quit without thinking things through. As far as, can I get my bills paid? They're overconfident. Like, I'll just go get another job. I'll just go get another new supply. I'll just, it's sad, because you can't just go get a new family. And they take advantage of everything. And I just thought it was really interesting on how, unfortunately, us loving them was the exact opposite of what they wanted, because it's not their comfort level. It takes away their need for that adrenaline rush on pursuing somebody, because if that adrenaline's going, it's distracting them from their settled state. Because I done in the brain activity of the narcissist, where they're overactive in their brain when they're settled. We're the opposite. So when they're settled and comfortable and relaxed, everything goes wrong. We're the opposite. So when you try to understand what went wrong, you're like, everything was good, or could have been good. All we had to do is this. They don't like that. They might say they do. They like the supply. They like society seeing them as married, or they like having somebody always there. Because that kind of changes their brain. I also had told you guys that when they lie, it does something in their amygdala that soothes them. It's almost like they have to. It's a survival technique, because sometimes people lie to hide things that are embarrassing, to hide things that they're not proud of. But the narcissist does that, but they also take it to fill a void that happened in childhood. Whether it's the way that the parents treated them, they want to get back to being adored as much as the parents adored them. They crave that, just like we're craving our narcissists. We're craving the love bombing. So the parents, that they overcompensated, kind of created a monster where they're self-centered, egotistical, think that that's who they are or that's what they deserve. And they expect everybody to bow down to them like the parents did. If they're vulnerable, they're abused, they lash out, they have to play the victim to fill that void. It sounds stupid when you're comfortable with your abuser, but that's what we're doing. When you guys are ruminating about your ex, you're ruminating about your abuser. And that's what the narcissist is doing. But they take it away from the parents and put it on other people. We're putting our rumination on the abuser that did abuse us. They're doing it a different way. Parents moved on, passed away, whatever. So they're in this new world and they want to feel what they felt with their parents because that's what they're used to. And they seek it outside the parents. They seek it with usually a partner, or they'll take advantage of friends. It's just to rebalance things, because you guys know, going through these breakups, how much it hurts. And they have pain too. You know, sometimes you think about it, you're like, how do they have that kind of pain? And we're never going to understand it, because we have a different brain function. Our brains are different. So to understand how, you know, like, let's say there was some, I don't know, seventh sense, and I'm trying, sixth sense, seventh, we'll say seventh. And I'm trying to explain to you what it's like. And you're like, I have no point of, like, I don't even know. It's like trying to explain colors to a blind person. So you're like, but red, it's like, you know, shiny. It's like this, it's like vibrant. And they're like, I don't even know what vibrant is. So they're trying to process, like, you're telling me what colors are. I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to get it. If you're 100% blind, you will never understand it. And that's what the narcissist, they don't understand where we're coming from. It's that foreign to them, you know, and that irritates them. Just like if you were talking to a blind person, you're like, can't you just get it? Like, I keep telling you what yellow is, and you're just not listening. And it's like the same with the narcissist. We're like, can't you take this to heart? Or why aren't you understanding? Or can we change this? You know, it's like asking a blind person to change the color scheme. And they're like, I can't even see what the color is. They don't get it. So narcissists, it's a different world. And it sucks, because you would hope that they would look back at how wonderful things were, but they look at the bad part, or now that they have a comfort with us, that they steal from us. They take our emotions away to rebalance theirs. They ghost us as control. You know, often when they cheat, it's not always because of sex. It's because feeling kind of like they're getting away with something, or that they had the power to fool their partner without getting caught. If they feel they'll get caught, they're more likely to stay faithful. But it's not all, it's when they stay faithful, it's usually because they're too afraid to get caught. If they feel they can get away with it, they will probably do it. Now, sometimes they might be afraid of an STD, so that would be their getting caught, so they might not risk it. But if there was no STDs out there, no pregnancies, they'd be more likely to cheat. They have a whole different way on thinking of things, and they don't look at how it would hurt the partner. They only look at how it would hurt them if they got caught. So I just thought it was a really interesting take on things. And it's so sad. Our relationship fell apart because we loved them. So it's time to love ourselves and heal. And please comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.